Okay, so at this point, we should be done with our dialog tree program. And now I'm going to show you another way that you can do conditional branching statements, like if statements, but doing it a little more efficiently. Okay, so what I mean here is a match block. And this is basically the same thing as an if statement, but just structured a little bit differently. So I'm going to declare a variable here. Let's call it a. I'll set that equal to 10. And this match, I'll say match a colon. And then I'm going to give it different cases, like the different ifs inside of this block. So I'm going to say case 1, and I'll put case 2. I'm going to skip ahead, I'll put case 8, case 9, and case 10. And each of these cases are checking if A is equal to whatever is right here. So if it's equal to 1, I'll print 1. If it's equal to 2, I'll print out 2. Let's come over here, put that there. So we have 2, 8, and 9 here. Next will be 10. Right, so this is basically the same as if statement. It's saying, give me A. Now check A against all these different cases here. So it starts with the first one. Case 1, it's asking, does A equal 1? Case 2, does A equal 2? Case 8, does A equal 8? Case 9, does A equal 9? Case 10, does A equal 10? And we don't have to put numbers here. We could put other things. I could put like dogs right here. Case dogs, which is saying, does A equal dogs? If it does, we'll print out dogs. So I'm going to run this code. It prints out 10. That's because our A is equal to 10. It gets fed into this match block, and it checks all these conditions. None of them are true until we hit case 10, because it's saying 10 equals 10. That resolves the true. Therefore, it runs the line 13, which is inside of that case 10. Now, this is all ifs and elifs is the essential equivalent to what we're doing here. Now, to get an else in this setup here, we're going to say case, and we're going to put an underscore, just like that. And that's to say, if none of these cases work, we'll print out none worked. We'll jump back over here, we'll run it. Oops, I forgot to change the value of A. Change that to 20. Go back and run it. It says none worked. Because this is all if and elifs happening here, essentially. And this last one is else. A is equal to 20, therefore none of these are going to work because it's checking for 1, dogs, 8, 9, and 10. But our else here, this underscore, this is saying if none of those work, do this instead. And that's why we got none worked printed out. And this is a little more compact than typing a bunch of if statements. To do the same thing with if statements, I would say if A equals 1, then we'll print 1. We have to do an elif, and it would say A is equal to dogs. And so it saves a bit of typing because you have to put the equals or stuff like that. And this match case here, this is very helpful if you have like, you have a lot of cases. So if you have like 100 cases you have to check or something, using a match is usually a lot easier to and a bit more efficient to type out than if, elif, 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 elif. It's easier just to put case, copy and paste it down, change the value, put a default at the end, which is this else underscore thingy here. And that's essentially how a match block works. So that's a brief introduction to a match block. And I just wanted to include this here, just so we're aware it exists. And that's it for now. I'll catch you in the next one.